Okay, so there are some old people and some new people. I just want to explain it one more time, uh, because the topic of like meta ads is quite like quite confusing sometimes. You cannot, if you don't know something, you cannot sell it. So that's why like I created this, is because gotta understand between what is organic and what is paid. There are two different games. So the better you understand the game of like organic and the paid meta, the better you can sell. The one thing that you need to understand about sales, I've been doing sales since I joined TriFit. I joined TriFit with 200 dirham in my pocket. I came with nothing. And in 45 days, and now in 25 days, I closed my first deal. Mahdi Fahdan was one of the few people who was helping me. So I learned sales in a very hard way. Like at that time when I joined TriFit, it was super competitive. It was not like the way it is now. It's very competitive. It was worse than real estate. So it was really hard for me. And one thing I've understand, like in the past 4 years I worked in TriFit, is when you try to sell, like media packages, you need to understand one thing: it's 80% knowledge, the 20% is sales skills. Most people, when they join sales, they think of, I have to be the most convincing salesperson in this media. No, it's all about knowledge. The more you have knowledge, the better you can sell, the faster you can sell. Because when you have knowledge, that person who's going to buy from you will trust you, because you're a marketer. You understand the business, you understand their challenges, and like you want to help them. And honestly, because I've been doing sales and like paid marketing, organic marketing, and all of these things, I've sold so much as well. And most of the times, the people who comes to us, they really need help. Their businesses, is not making money. So you need to position yourself as someone who's like a doctor. A patient comes to you, you understand their business, you ask questions, and then you provide the right service to them. Because if you provide the wrong service and that person trusts you, how are you going to sleep during the night? Because you sold the wrong thing. So I want to educate you guys so you can sell the right thing to the right people. Okay? So let's start with what is the organic content. I give an example as well. Okay? In my picture, I'm a lemonade stand on the street. Only neighbors walking by can see it. If few stops, like and buy, and then maybe some people, they don't stop and buy. So the way organic works is, if the first couple of people who interact with your content, it will be showing to more. So it means neighbors means the followers. Let's say you have 10 followers, or 1,000 followers. Your content will be showing to your followers. If your followers interact, comment, and share, it will be showing to more people. So that's how it works. It takes time. It took for TriFit for a very long time for it to be here, because we did organically. We have not run ads. And the beautiful thing about organic is, over the time, it just improves. It becomes better. You will get more viewers. You will get more, followers. Okay, so that's a long-term game. We're talking about 3 to 6 months game. So now you understand how organic works, right? Okay, so if a business has patience and they have enough money to do organically, it's totally fine. Sell them the organic package. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't, because like if you compare it with ads, it requires, meta ads requires a lot of money. You have to always spend money in order to, be showing to the right people. But with organic, you don't have to spend any money, because the algorithm will just, share your content to a lot of people. But it takes time. The downside is it takes time. It takes really a long time to work. And the beautiful thing with TriFit is we understand how the algorithm of organic works, and then we managed to always make our brands to go viral and get the customers. And another downside with organic is you cannot make money from the day one. You cannot. It takes time. Maybe after 6 months or after 3 months, you start making money. If a business is desperate for money and for leads or for sales, don't sell them organic. Sell them ads, because for the first few days you can start, that business can start, generating leads or generating sales. Okay? But if I were you, I would pitch it in this way. Build your organic site. It takes long time, and on the side, run dark ads. So you're getting sales, and you're growing your organic page. That's how I like to sell it. Okay, so going to the next one. Same lemonade stand. So right now, imagine you have a world-class delivery guy who is a very good salesperson as well. This salesperson can understand where to go, where to find these people, and sell them. The sales delivery guy is the Meta ads. It's the AI of Meta. Right now, every single one of you on Instagram, or I'm 100% sure you have experienced it. When you talk about something, a lot of times, Nike or Adidas or all of these things, you will see the ad. So they listen to you. I'm so sorry to say this, but they listen to you. They understand, all of these things. So when you search on Google for some sort of shoes or some sort of products, they will suggest that to you. Why? Because basically everything is connected to each other. The Metapixel is connected to Instagram and the Facebook. The Instagram and Facebook, they understand you better than you. That's how I need to say it. So this sales delivery person will go and find the right people who are looking for your product and, sell your product. It's very simple. But this delivery guy is very expensive. We have to pay on a daily basis the money in order for it to go and work. It's not free. It's absolutely not free. Not like the organic where you stand in one place and you hope to get people. You hope your neighbors to come to you. So you understand the difference, right? Okay, amazing. So I will be sharing this with you guys so you can go over it more in detail. And wait, make sure. Yeah, okay. So the Meta picks for you, by the way. The Meta algorithm. Oh, it's fine. So the Meta algorithm is so advanced right now in these days. The AI that they have built is called Tribe. It's a replica of our brain. It goes and finds, the right audience for us. You just need to give it a lot of content, a lot of, information. So in a simple way that I could explain it, which is, I'm trying to not be technical with you guys. Every single one of you, I'm 100% sure, used Claude or ChatGPT. The more you give it information, better response you get. Same goes to Meta. You have to give a lot of information in order for it to work. In this case, in Meta, you have to give it a lot of content to work. So I always suggest to the salespeople here, please sell more content, because the more we sell, the more, the AI will work for us. The more it can show to our people. Coming back to the example of the salesperson, right? So imagine you have a very good salesperson, and the good salesperson that has a lot of skills, that knows the audience and all of those things. You don't give it case study, you don't give it the right information, you don't give it all of these things. How that salesperson can go and sell? It cannot sell because it doesn't have resources. It doesn't have information. So that's how it works. You need to give it a lot of information. And what is this information? You might be asking, what is this type of content that you're saying, Muhammad? So I always like to categorize these pillars into 4 categories. One is VSL, video sales letter, where I will explain all my products on why it's good for you. So that's VSL. Then I like to do UGC, someone's opinion. Maybe this guy likes my product and he gives his opinion. That's another angle. Maybe it's POV, point of another person's view about this product. And then we have the last step, which is the last pillar, is testimonials. So so we have top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and then we have bottom of the funnel. So in the bottom, you have to have the most convincing video that you ever have to show to that customer, or to show that person who is viewing your content and like interacting with your content, in order for it to take the last action, which is buying or giving their information. So that's for that. Going to the Okay, so you might be asking what is actually happening. I just created this so for it to show you. So ad goes to the Meta, and then the Meta the AI of Meta has a brain, a big brain, yeah, and then it has every single thing: the location, the day, the time, the purchase history. Every single time you buy something from Meta through Meta, that Meta knows that you bought it. Every single history that you do is being collected in Meta. Interest, behavior. Your Meta knows what is your interest. You like black shoes, or you like white shoes, or you like to go on vacation in the next 2 months. It knows everything because you do search. You interact with the type of content that is showing to Meta that you want to do this. So everything is with Meta. And then once it's understand, like this is the offer, this is the ad, right? It comes to the Meta, and Meta, because it has a lot of information, it goes and find the right type of person for your service or product. That's how easy it is. You guys understand? It's very simple, right? Okay, so last year on November, the Meta algorithm changed. There is no manual targeting. If everything is AI, so you have to adapt to AI. Before it was like, okay, I want to run a couple of ads. I will go choose behaviors, people who likes this. Interest, people who like this. It was manual targeting. Our job was way easier. We would go and filter the interest, filter the behavior, and get the right audience. Right now, it's nothing like that. It's 80% creative. The creative right now is the targeting. Before, we used to choose the targeting, but now everything is creative. So it's a good opportunity for you guys to sell more creatives. The more you sell, the better. Because the beautiful thing right now that my department is succeeding is because I connected my department, which is the ads department, with content creation, with social media. That's why it's working. They will create whatever I want, whatever that my strategy is. If another example that I would like to give, because the AI of Meta has eyes now and is so powerful. If you show into a video an old person that is promoting a supplement, that video will be showing only to the old people. You see, that's how advanced it is right now. Okay, so creatives is the way you shot the content, the way you film it is really important. It's 80% of the work. Offer, another important thing. You might be saying, this is worth 5,000 dirham. Doesn't sell, doesn't sell. Like, you need the pricing, the offer is really, really important. You have to have an offer that makes sense for that person to buy, okay? And then the more expensive the price, the harder it is to sell, because your audience becomes smaller. If you have a product that is for 20 dirham, it sells more. Have you guys heard of Primark? They just launched, right? Why is so popular? Because it's so damn cheap. Everyone likes to go, and they just expanded their branch, and I think they're making a lot of money. And then there's like other brands that are super expensive, you know, and it's the same quality, but it's like a very, very expensive price, 5K for a t-shirt. Who will buy that? So the audience is small. I'm 100% sure there are some buyers, but it's only the top 10% of the audience. But the rest of the people who are workers or, you know, like doesn't have a lot of money like that, they like to go to Primark and, you know, like get that t-shirt for a very good price. Okay, and then manual targeting is dead. This is I explained. Okay, so many of you will be asked into meetings, okay, what is campaign? What is ad set? What is ad? All of these things might be confusing. So I try to explain it in a very, very simple way. So the campaign is where you know, like where you set the goal. You know, like imagine you're ordering a pizza, okay? It's midnight. Let's say it's 9 p.m. and you know, like you want to order a pizza. First thing that comes to your mind, I want to order a pizza, okay? So that's the campaign. That's the main part where you have a goal. Second thing, which is the ad set. Okay, I'm craving Domino's, or I'm craving Pizza Hut. Then that's the ad set, you know. And then you know that, okay, if I order from Domino's or Pizza Hut, it's gonna be for 40 dirhams. You know that, right? So you just go, and then you will deliver. You know, like I'm 100% sure they will deliver by 9:45. So you see, you just, you know, like where, how much, and when. That's the ad set. And then we have the ad, where, you know, like where you go in details. You know, like you select one large pepperoni and one this and that. You put sauce on it and all of those things. That's the ad where the creative is, where, you know, like where we put the cherry on top and, you know, like sauce and all of those things to make it nice and give it to the people. Am I explaining in the right way, guys? Yeah? Okay. Well, okay, so the campaign is, you know, like is the goal. Okay, you give it a goal. Okay, and then the ad set, which is this part, which country, how much per day, and all of those things. Imagine this is the technical side and this is the easy side. I'm explaining the easy side for you. Here on the ad set, you say like where, when, and how much. Okay, don't look at here, look at here. Okay, and the ad part is you will say the actual thing that arrives. Large pepperoni with you have to set a goal in the ad set that says like I want to spend like 180 per day. That's the goal setting. Exactly. Any question here?
So the campaign, that's the ad set.
Yeah. So the way it goes is like this. 1, 2, 3. Campaign, and then under the campaign you have ad set, and under the ad set you have ad. This is where the creative lives, the videos. This is where you set the targeting, how much you want to spend for how many days, and etc. etc. You choose that here. Here the campaign is the goal. Okay, the way we work is like we create the campaign. We choose either we want to get leads, either we want to do sales, either we want to do whatever we want. We set the goal. Then what we set the goal, we come here, dig deeper. How much I want to spend? I want to spend 100 dirham per day. I want to run it for 7 days. That's where you set the goals. And then the last part, which is the ad, then you will say like, okay, I have 5 videos that I want to run ads to. Here you just upload the videos. Simple. You got it? Okay, so this is the steps, okay, that is really important for you guys to understand. Okay? Let's say we started the campaign. The campaign is running. What's happening in the first, like couple of days, first week? So the way it works is once the ad goes live, it enters a learning phase. So A learning phase where it's like the meta tries to understand, okay, what are these creatives? What are they showing in the videos? What are they saying in the videos? Then it's learning from the creative that you sent, from the ad copy that you have. It tries to learn. It usually takes like 24 hours for it to learn. Okay, so it goes to a learning phase. Then I explained it to you. So it needs to go through the creatives, understand the creatives, what kind of person you're showing in the video, what are you saying in the video, what is your ad copy saying, and all of those things. It needs to understand those things, and it needs time. Because if we're not the only people who are running ads, there's billions of businesses that are running ads, so it needs time to collect those information, and then, like, that's why it's going to a learning phase.
For each campaign, you have a lot of creatives, right?
You can have as many as creative as you want.
Do they need to have the same message, or you can have?
That's a very good question. Every single video that you have needs to have a unique concept. The same way I explained. 4 pillars. VSL, UGC, POV, testimonials. So the creative cannot be the same thing. It needs to be different. It needs to be unique for it to work. Would you like to see a video 600 times in your Instagram or story? No, you don't like, right? So that's why the creatives needs to be very different from each other. Okay? And then Meta tries to spend a small amount of the budget, 80 dirham, 20 dirham, tries to show to people, tries to show to different audience to see which one works, which one stays longer. If you stay longer more than 10 seconds, that indicates to Meta that this creative is, having some interest from this type of audience, from 25 years old, girl or guy. Okay, then the patterns, then it tries to understand the buyers, which one scroll, which one doesn't scroll, who stays, So that will take between 4 to 5 days, and then between 6 to 7 days. So it takes a week for the Meta to try to get out of the learning phase. Okay, 6 to 7 days, and after 7 days, it finally gives you enough information that lets you know, okay, kill this video, kill that video, this concept is not working, this is not working, and then we get all of those information, and then we let's say if I have 20 videos, okay, and after 7 days I have enough information that will allow me to understand which video is not working, I will turn it off. Which offer is not working, turn it off. So how do I determine if a video is not working? Less views, nobody likes to stay and watch the video is not interesting, the hook is bad, I'll just turn them off. And I will just try to push the budget onto the 4 or 5 videos that is working. That's how easy it is. Yeah, any question this part? All good? Okay.
What's the budget for learning?
So the Meta tries to spend the like 60 dirham, 50 dirham, per day to just for it to learn.
So that's 350 a week.
Yeah. Okay, so a lot of new joiners, you guys be thinking that, how do I find leads? And it's really, I know, I've been there. So there is something called Facebook Ads Library. I've been finding leads from there for a very long time. And every single business that is online, you can find it from here. The best place, from my opinion, is this Facebook Ads Library, because the businesses are actively spending money. Every day they spend money. And imagine if you're a good marketer, you go and find that business and contact it to say like, hey, you're running ads, but your videos are really bad. You don't have a good offer, you don't have a good creative, you're just spending money for nothing. You find the problem and you're giving a solution, the best pitch ever. Am I right? So most of you guys that when you find you guys are looking for on Instagram to pitch something to a brand that doesn't have any problem. But when you go and find a problem and tell that business owner, hey, you're spending your money in the wrong way, let me help you. Let's get on a call. Let me save you some money. They will, because there's a purpose, they will get on a call with you. Okay? So I'm gonna show you something. I don't know if I can, because you guys need to understand that. Where's my mouse? Okay. So here, this is Facebook Ads Library. Okay, it's for free. Go on your laptop, Facebook Ads Library. Go here. You come and choose the country. Choose all ads. Put a keyword here. Go if you don't know what keyword to put. Go on Claude and say, give me keywords I want to put on Facebook Ads Library. I want to find leads. One of the keywords, for example, if you want to find real estate, properties. These are like this one lead that I found. The video is shit. I can reach out to the business and say like, hey, it's really good for you guys to launch, but the video, you guys need more content. I'm more than happy to get on a call with you guys and explain the new strategy that we have. You see, I can go like on Meta right now and I can find a lot of people. You see? One lead. For example, this one is promoting an image and the call to action is visit my Instagram. Very bad. Spending money for nothing. They could have WhatsApp or a form that could be faster to get the customer information. What does it mean to visit my Instagram? Nothing, right? So imagine like there is a lot of keywords. You can put like, for example, restaurants. You can find restaurants from here. You like go on Claude or ChatGPT and get a keywords, go here and find leads. I'm just saying for you guys for one country. Imagine USA, imagine Denmark or Australia or different places. There are so many countries and there are so many keywords. Plumbers, I don't know. Okay, so.
What do you think about the filter of what's it called? No impression.
What do you mean?
There's a filter on Meta Ads Library for low impression.
No, don't. Okay. So another thing is, how do you explain the ads, Meta Ads to your client? Okay. So first, go on Ads Library. See if they're running ads. Okay, and tell them like, okay, if they're running ads, tell them like, hey, you guys are running your ads in the wrong way. Okay, you don't have a good offer, you don't have good creatives, you're spending your money for nothing. And if it's too advanced or if you're confused or I don't know if they're good or not, come to me. I'm always here. Come to me and ask me. And then tell them like, okay, reframe it in a nice way and tell them like, hey, you're doing wrong. I'm here to help you and all of blah, blah, blah. And then, you can pull their competitors' information on Facebook Ads Library. I can come to me and tell me like, okay, Muhammad, who do you think is the best example for real estate? I'll tell you, Farm Properties, Another Properties. There are so many agencies that you can go and see what kind of ads they're doing. Okay, and then at the last, you give them a good offer. Again, like we have packages for ads management. You can always choose the packages, and if you want me to join your meetings, I'm more than happy to join your meetings. But the thing is, because a lot of there is 9 countries, right? A lot of people depend on me. And most of the meetings that I attend is closed because the way I explain is very clear and very nicely. And I'm a good salesperson, so I'm trying to close. The problem is I have limited time. My day is packed with a lot of meetings. It's good for you to learn So you can do your meetings alone and don't depend on anyone. Because like if I put my mind and if I have 12 meetings and if I know how to, like explain this to them, you will be closing a lot. And please, for the new joiners, go and learn as much as possible with Claude, with YouTube videos about meta ads and organic marketing, influencer marketing, affiliate marketing, and try to, like hide your knowledge, not your sales skill. Okay. So, like these are some objections that they will say. Oh, I've tried, didn't work. You tried that, didn't work. You tested the luck. You tested the luck. You had some creatives and you tested, didn't work, and you're saying it's not working. If you have the right pillars, if you have the right, like offer and creative, it's gonna work. Why should not work? Imagine you're giving a bad prompt to Claude or ChatGPT, and of course it's gonna give you a bad result, right? Because you don't explain what you want. That's why Claude and all these AI, they try to ask you a lot of questions. Just, like say, I want a pizza. What kind of pizza you want? What is this? What is that? So you gotta dig deeper, And then another unique selling point about TriFit Media is, this is how I like to say it when I get into meetings. Most of the agencies, the ad agencies, they don't have a creative side, which is, we have, which is the content creation team, which is the social media team. They don't have that. They're like 5 to 6 people working in a dead office, and they don't have a creative team that could go and execute the content. They rely on another agency to go and shoot the content for them. And if the content is bad, they cannot do anything. Okay? But the way we work is we have a system. Okay? I'm telling the team, the creative team, I want 20 videos. And this 20 videos worked very well, not all the 20. Let's say 8 of them worked very well. And then I will tell the team, these 8 concepts work very well. For the next month, recreate the same concept with a different angle because it's working. And then another thing that I have for you guys is is the case studies. I have case studies here as well. So, like, do you guys have access to this? Okay. This is how I like to explain it to my customers. Alrighty. Okay. So, this is log-based testing. They just put creatives on Meta and they hope it worked. The same one I was showing you. They put an image with an Instagram. They hope it works. They hope, the brain of Meta and then wakes up and one day and gives them money. No, it doesn't work like that. What works is systematic testing in the beginning. Once we test, we analyze which one worked, we recreate those creatives. Okay? For example, how do we recreate this? This is one video with the same offer. Okay? One video with the same offer. But they're just different angles. Same offer, different angles. So that's how it works. Once we test, we analyze, and then when it's working, try different angles. Another example. Black Friday. Offer is the same, right? But it's just different angles that we try to push to get more audience. The way we work in TriFit Media is we test, we analyze, we recreate those content. That's the winning, cycle in TriFit. That's why I'm having a lot of clients, staying with me for more than 6 months because they're making so much money. And then we have the ads management. One of my clients, car detailing service. They were spending 186,000 dirham monthly. 186. And they were generating around, like, how much is this? I would say four to 300 leads. Dipco, right? Yeah. For 3 to 400 leads. And most of them were not good. They start working with us. They spending, imagine from 186,000 dirhams per month to going to 33,000 dirham, 125. How many leads they're getting per month? Almost 1,000. They're making a very good amount of money. They're so happy with us. They stayed with us for how long, Justin? 4 months so far. 4 months. They were giving us goal. Guys, want to hit 1 million? It's like no problem. Spend more money. So this is one of my own business. Like I had this business. It was called Gym Grip. I created with TriFit, and then the operational side didn't go well. But in terms of ads, story time. I had Gym Grip. It was my own business. I was selling bags. Okay, and to be honest, like I've never run ads. I've never, did marketing in my life. I started this because I wanted to fail. As a young person, you have to, sometimes, try things. I tried it. We lost money and we made money the first couple of months, but eventually, what I've learned from Gym Grip, it was I really learned how to run ads. If I can summarize it, the business didn't succeed. And I don't care if it succeeded or not, but one thing I've learned is how to run meta ads. And I've learned it in a very hard way. I was spending TriFit's money, and then I was doing a lot of things. It was really hard because it's so hard for me to spend someone else's money. If it was my own money, I would have been okay. But I had to respond back to Matthew and say like, oh, we have lost this much. But the one beautiful thing with Gym Grip was I succeeded with ads. We have got around 500 purchases. The ROAS was looking great, and we were getting a lot of orders, but I didn't know how to fulfill those. I faced a lot of problems with shipping, operations, this and that. So, but from the ads perspective, it was really nice. It was really good. It was going very well. So we made around 135,000 dirham in the first 2 months, which was really great. So going to the next one, this one was a jewelry brand that you started from nothing, and then coming to they were making millions with this. So from nothing to $25,000 spent, and then their ROAS was for every single dollar they were spending, for every $1 they were getting 5 in return. So they were making, for example, like the beautiful thing is when your ROAS is good, the more you put money, let's say you put 100K, okay, you get 500K in return. So that's how it works. And then we have restaurants. This is for lead generation. They were getting a lot of. They were spending a lot. They were spending around 18 to 17K, and then they were not getting a lot of inquiries. Since they start working with us, they're spending less, and then they're getting more inquiries and they're getting a lot of bookings.
What's the ROAS on the restaurant? How do you measure it?
Depends. It's more of operational. Like they decide on how much is my ROAS because the restaurant services are different, right? So I cannot, understand on how much one person is going to spend. But the only thing that they really care is how many bookings they get.
But my question is if they, so on Meta, in the ROAS section, what would it say? 0.
No, I would say like 2 or 3, but it really determines from the client side, like are they getting enough bookings or not. So my goal is bookings. Try to get them bookings and the audience. And then another restaurant, pub, nightlife, venue, and all of those things is working very well for them. Real estate, from 0 to this is actually more because we have generated around 500 leads for them, and they have just spent around 25,000, but they were getting a lot of good quality leads. And car service again, we have a lot of car service because it's lead generation and they're making money. Luxury shoes and bags. By the way, I'm going to share with you so you can go over it by yourself. And then events, again, like they get a lot of inquiries, 271 leads, and they were spending $2 per conversation. Really nice. Food and e-commerce again, and then yeah. So if you guys want, go over it by yourself, learn, and then for the new joiners, go through the case studies, learn as much as you can about TriFit, what are our services, how we deliver it, learn how the operation works so you can explain it to the clients in the meeting, understand the difference between organic and meta ads, which you understand today. And if you have any questions, I'm 24 hours available on WhatsApp. Yeah. Yeah, ask now.
The cost per lead per business is different.
Yes.
Like, let's say you're going to take on, you're going to start a bag brand, a phone brand, an airport brand. Content same exact thing. Cost per lead is different.
Cost per lead is different, yes.
Let's say you're targeting the same lead.
Yes.
Wow.
Because the offer is different, okay? The creative would be different. And the behavior of the customer towards the creatives would be different.